Welcome back, guys. Today we got a super interesting video for the Focus over there. We are going to be installing H&R Lowering springs, and these are actually the sport springs. So they give a nice enhanced feel when you're driving, and it also lowers the car. It lowers it by 1.4 in the front and then like 1.8 in the rear, I believe. So that should be a good complement to what the car already has on it. So let's see. So inside the box, you get a couple stickers and then like a little, let's see, what we got here. Oh cool, this is like a book. Oh, it's a spacer book. Oh cool, I didn't even know they make down spacers. Well, when you buy H&R, you get like a spacer catalog. Some thick boys right there. Let's see. That's cool. And then get an installation guide. We're not going to need that. We might need it actually, I don't know. These are the springs right here. As I said, they are the sport style springs. So these are going to be a little softer ride, not going to be as harsh, but they also give you a good lowering. They are a progressive spring, so as the car starts to work a little harder, the springs will keep up with it. They're not just going to go boom boom and just bottom out. Same with the front, super high quality. I think it's cold rolled steel. So yeah, these are the springs. Also, I picked these up at O'Reilly's. This is a spring compressor. This is what you're going to need for a job like this. This basically, you put the springs in between these little notches, and you just take a drill and it squishes the spring so you could get the little top hat piece off. So now we're going to go over to the car and get started. So I already started working on the car. I just jacked it up and then put a jack under there, so I'm going to take these off. So we just got the wheel off, and I have 1-inch spacers all the way around. It makes the car just have a flush fit to the fender. That's kind of what I wanted. They don't stick out, but the front I think I may have a problem with, just because, I don't know, I might have a problem, but that's something to make sure. If you have like improper spacing, then you might have a problem. But we just got the wheel off. You're gonna have a through bolt through the A-arm, and then that'll hold the spring in right there. And then let's see. So that bolt's right here. You can see it right there. So for this bolt down here, you're gonna need a 15 mil. So yeah, I'm gonna take that off. I'm gonna put you guys on time lapse so you don't have to suffer through this video. So I just got this bolt out, as you guys saw. My buddy's dad dropped this off. So I'm starting on the rear first just because it's a lot easier. I don't have to deal with the whole knuckle situation up there. That's a different story. I'll get this done and I'll get that done, but I'm just starting here. So I just got that bolt out. Basically, you should be able just to pry this down and drop it. So you guys are gonna watch me do that too. Well, that was a lot easier than I thought. So I just put my wrench in there and pried down on it. Came right off. Right here. So what we're gonna have to reuse is this rubber piece right here. Basically allows it to sit flush up top. So yeah, we're gonna go get this transferred over to the new spring. Got the new spring right here. I believe it sits like that. Let me see. Oh yeah, you can tell just right off the bat how much lower it is. And then these little grooves right here, they actually sit flush against this piece right up here. So make sure that goes on correctly. All right. So the rear's going pretty good. It's not too hard, just that one bolt, and it just drops right out. The focus is super easy to work on, so we got the rear all installed. So there's actually a top hat thing in there on the bottom that doesn't come out, but you basically just have to twist the spring till it bottoms out. You'll see a little notch cut out. You basically twist it and it'll sit in place. I basically just did everything in reverse and it all buttoned up. Got this tight, got the spring set in place. So now I'm just gonna put the wheel back on and lower it back down. And then we're gonna start on the other side. Since you already watched this, I'm just gonna put the whole thing on time lapse. So this one I just got back on. This one was a little bit of a struggle because this bolt kept getting caught up in between there. Since you have the joints that connect together, it didn't want to push all the way through. So I had to jack it up a little bit, and then I just wound up tapping it in and then screwing it in, and that worked. That was the only problem with the rear. Other than that, just did the same process. So now I'm gonna put the wheel back on. Okay, yeah, just got everything back together and she is way lower. I'm at 2 fingers. 2 fingers. Before I was at 3 because this side was lifting it up. Let's see what this side is at now. Oh, this is barely 2 fingers. That's what I like. That's perfect fitment. And I'll tuck the wheel too. It'll tuck up in there. I'm actually scared for the fronts because look how the fronts sit. So they're a little poked. I might have to roll this inner piece. We'll see. So now we're starting in the fronts. Just got the jack on underneath at the jack point. Just loosened all the lug nuts. And then I'm gonna put you guys on time lapse. And then once I figure out what bolts I'll have to take off, I'll tell you. So it looks like we got a 15 mil right here, the same as the rear. This releases the strut. We got to take off the brake lines. Well, not take them off, but loosen them and move them out the way. Then we got the sway bar end link we have to take off, which is this thing right here. And then some brace right here. I don't know what that is. Hopefully that's it. Okay, so I'm about to save you from this. So I watched a video on how to take the sway bar end link off, and this guy said you had to put a vice grip on it and tear up the boot that holds the grease, and I was like, no, I ain't gonna do that. So what I did was I chopped a wrench in half, and it basically it pries itself against that so you could take this Allen out, and that works great. So that's what I found out. This is all the progress I've made so far. I haven't been videoing because I got a little frustrated because I couldn't figure it out, but I finally just got a wrench, chopped it with the grinder, and it's good. Okay, I'm so happy I got that off. So I just now got the end link off, and it was starting to like strip out, almost, because I was using an impact like a dummy. So don't use an impact when you're doing this. Like, that was the most retarded thing to do ever. Good thing I had a wrench and or an Allen wrench, so I was able to get it off. But now I gotta jack up the car a little bit so I could push it out because it's stuck in there right now. So yeah. So now I'm gonna take this brake line off, free that up. It's just a little 10 mil right here. And then I should be able to release the top hat up there. And then I'll see what I have to do from there. So now you gotta take this cowl off. It should be a little nub right here to take the wiper off, right there, and this T30 right here. I think that's it. We'll see. Maybe just like a little clip right here. I'm gonna go ahead and switch batteries, so I'll be right back. Got my hillbilly rigged light up here. So yeah, now I just swap batteries, got the little rubber piece off for the wiper, take that off, the wiper blade slips off, and then a couple little T30s, and then there's a little push tab right here on both sides. So gonna do that, put you on time lapse, and then update you from there. Ooh, let's go. So there's a special way taking this windshield wiper off. So basically, I didn't know this, but I was getting so heated, dude. Oh my god. Hopefully I don't mess up the synchronization now. I think this one goes above. But basically, this is spring loaded. So this spring tension puts pressure on this bolt right here. So you basically have to just basically wail on it until it budges off. But that's basically how you do it. I got this one off. But now I gotta take everything else off, so. Little update. So I got the strut bar or strut brace, all the bolts off. Oh, I take that back, there's one more. So I got those off, I got the cowl off, and the little plastic piece. Your turbo's like right down there, which is cool. Yeah, just gonna keep on going. I gotta start with this side because I'm taking that off first. All right. Okay, another quick tip I just learned. So with this knuckle right here, it's going to be extremely hard to get out. So what you want to do is you want to put the bolt in reverse. So basically I took it out on this side, and you want to put it in on this side. So what that does, and also before you do that, before you tighten it, I put a wrench in between the knuckle and the bolt just because it's thicker and it fits in there perfectly. So you'll have more thread to bite onto, and this will expand the knuckle more. So I gotta put one bolt back in just so I could keep it in place. But hopefully, once I spread this, it'll all drop out perfectly. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. So I just thought I would let you guys know that, so you're not like, what the heck, how do I get this thing off? Holy crap. I have not been... Oh, this suspension almost got it, dude. What I had to do is I had to put the scissor jack in between here and the bottom of the strut and basically push them apart, and it just would not do it. And I was doing it on the wrong spot, but finally freaking got it, dude. Oh, what a nightmare. Oh, God, I hate this. I'm like balls deep right now. Almost done, just got it off. Look at this freaking son of a gun, dude. Anyway, about to take this freaking coil off right now. What I'm gonna do now is compress this spring enough so I can get this top hat bolt off. And once that's compressed, I can disassemble it all and put the new spring on. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I just got them installed. That was kind of a pain in the butt. They'll probably settle in once I put them in the car, but basically just got to reverse the whole thing now. Oh, I had a hard time picking up this camera, but hold on. I finally got it done. Here you go. I'll put a picture on the screen of what it looks like all done, but I just basically did everything in reverse, so it's pretty self-explanatory. I just didn't want to bore you guys. I just wanted to show you kind of the finished result. I still got to do the other side. I probably won't put that in a video, but once I drive it around for a little bit, I'll show you like the settled look and how it looks. Okay, I'm so happy right now. I got the driver's side done. All put back together. All freaking sick, dude. So it was pretty easy the second time around. So once you take your knuckle bolt off, your sway bar end link off, sorry I forgot, and your little brake, you don't have to take the brake line off, you just have to take the little tab off. Then you can use the OEM scissor jack that Ford gives you, and you basically put it in between there, and it just expands it, and it just drops the knuckle out, and the suspension comes flying out. And then what I did was I used these spring compressors, put it in the vise, and just used the impact and went and it got them off. So yeah, this installation was pretty hard, but well worth it. So I'm gonna get everything buttoned back up. I'll put it on time lapse just so you can see again, and then we're gonna go for a drive, make sure everything's all good, no clunky noises, and then maybe in the morning or something I'll get kind of like a view of how the suspension settled after the drive. Okay, so now I got everything back together. Now I got to tighten up the knuckle bolt and then put the wheel back on.